Tulipwood is from Brazil. It's a beautiful red and white streaked wood. It's mainly used for inlays and decorative knobs, etc. It does get dirty over time. This is a fingerboard that I made maybe, I guess, 10 years ago now. This is like my first fingerboard that I had done, and you can see how much it's darkened over time. It's also an oily wood, so this fingerboard actually popped off after a couple years because I didn't take acetone to the wood before I glued this on the guitar. When you take acetone to the wood, if this was the fingerboard, I'd wipe this side down with acetone. It helps break down the oil and it creates a better gluing surface. If I had done that, this fretboard probably would have stuck on. The coloring is really outstanding. You don't see wood like this. Pretty much, I don't think I've ever seen this on any guitar. I've seen it in furniture mainly. It doesn't come in really long widths or lengths. It's a smaller tree, at least the portions that are usable. So you do get a lot of this crazy grain. Here you've got some run out, you got some splitting. In terms of tap tone, it's got a very bright tap tone. It's a very dense hardwood. I've had this piece probably for I think 3 years now, and you can see this where this was just freshly cut, this is darkened, and then this is a lot darker. In terms of workability, it does have the wax, so it does dull your tools. That sap does get onto your tools, so you got to be careful, make sure your tools are sharp and clean as you're using them. When you think of tulipwood, North America, we have the tulipwood tree, which is a very large tree. It grows to about 200 feet in some instances. It's very similar to poplar, but that's different than Brazilian tulipwood. So this is Brazilian tulipwood, and then tulipwood in North America is very similar to poplar. Sometimes they call it yellow poplar, or sometimes it's called whitewood. I've seen folks even confuse it with basswood. Brazilian tulipwood is a different type of wood than yellow poplar or tulip wood in North America. Overall, it's a beautiful, outstanding wood. It's got a great tap tone. It's okay to work with, but the color is really beautiful. You can really do some outstanding things. So if you did a maple top and you stained it red and you sanded it back, you could do a pink guitar, a pink burst, where you've got a kind of a pinkish, whitish fretboard. You can paint the maple neck white, and then you could have like a maple top where you did like a washed burst, kind of like in my other videos. I think that's something I'm going to do for my daughter one of these days, is make her like a pink burst guitar.